insecure and I hate the bore. You already know it. I'm an undiscovered poet, performer with rockstar motives. Let me tell you something that not many people have ever noticed. But I'm scared of being vulnerable. And I'm scared of commitment, but obviously, yeah, whatever. Who is it? I bet if I called you, you'll be right at my spot in about 5 minutes. And you're going to delete this voicemail. God forbid your man think I'm in it. I'll say this to you, you might get offended, but I'm a little drunk right now. But you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. But you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. I'm a little drunk right now. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I want you to know I can love myself on my own, but I'm a little drunk right now.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Heavy Hitters Band, man. Shout out to you guys. Got to give them a quick stab at it. Man, just an awesome group of guys jamming and putting out some good music. So I encourage you to go check out Heavy Hitters Band. They allowed me to be able to play that for you guys. So I mean, it was cool. And that's what I do. And I'm pushing them up. We be jamming last Saturday of every month. Pharaoh and Big Jack uh, invited me to be a part of that still. So I'm encourage you come over and check it out. Pharaoh's going to be kind of leaning in on the hosting and asked me to be along with them. So I'm just glad to be a part of it in some little sort of way. So shout out to them. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. My name is Guy. This is Creating Change, man. Just hanging out with the community. Just wanting to say hi, throw out some creator tips. Most importantly, some good vibes, man. Sending out good vibes to everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. Shout out to everybody. Hey, brother Clint, what's up, man? What's happening, brother? Hey, good vibes to you, my friend. How about those astronauts, man? They made it all the way around the moon. That's crazy, man. I mean, I'm just super stoked about it though, man. That's pretty cool. I don't know exactly how it falls in with like, I don't know how it works as far as what good it does us other than the exploration part and like learning other stuff. Um, Man, that's awesome. You know what I mean? A lot of brain power and a lot of people besides just the folks that was on the rocket, on that ship. Besides them, there was a lot of folks, a lot of brain power and a lot of stuff had to come together and work out right. And I'm proud of them for the way that they're handling it and the way that they've been carrying themselves. Um, it's something that I'm super excited to see a group of people not, you know, leaning in on what's real, on what's real, and I just appreciate that. It's something everybody can get behind. There's no reason that everybody can't support our astronauts and support those people going and doing things for us, man, figuring out new stuff. You know what I mean? Doing their thing. So, shout out to them. Hey, I see you there. What's happening, man? Now, let's see, Natalie, I think is. Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Said I'm the best. Hey, I appreciate you. I agree. There ain't no sense in me arguing with that. Now, man, shout out to you. I appreciate you stopping in. This is one of those times where I just get a chance to kind of get some things spoke about and share with everybody, shout everybody out. So if you're in here, man, if you want to, say hi, want to be a part of the conversation, feel free. Non-inclusive or anything. And as for anybody you see that's in blue, not, now Brother Clint is a member, but for other folks that you see in blue, they're not here to police the comments. That's not what they're here for. That's just to mark them as they're my old school my old school people. It's been a part of things for well over a year, coming up on 2 years. So, that's just throwing that out there so you know that. But we love to hear from you. We love having everybody stop in, man. We try to keep everything as cool as possible. You know what I mean? Have some fun. It ain't nothing. But shout out to you guys, man. I hope everybody's doing good. And how about Artemis making it around the moon? I mean, that's just that to me is awesome. It was awesome. I enjoyed the evening times watching a little bit about it on the news, and them being able to, man, to be able to talk to us like they did. That just blows my mind. It still blows my mind. Even like when me and brother Clint we'll be in here just chilling on the StreamYard app, like behind the scenes, not live. That blows my mind still. I mean, I kind of understand it, but not really. If everybody was gone and it was left up to me to try to figure it out, I'd just be I'd lean in on the starting the fire and like gathering the wood and stuff, and hope somebody else kindly maybe showed up at some point to maybe figure that part out. Because it still blows my mind even being able to talk like we do on the phone and stuff. It's crazy to me how you can take something that ain't even plugged in, but yet you can, you know what I mean? You can talk to anybody anywhere, man. It is an amazing time to be alive, brother Clint. I agree with you 100% on that. And I can't help but just be amazed at the things that we're able to do. I can't. I'm obviously part of humanity, but my brain just couldn't wrap around the things that they have to try to. Everything has to work out perfect, and they had it figured out. I think I forget they were within seconds of splashing down when they said they were going to. Because I thought when they put the time out, it was like 8:07, and I'm one of these kind of people that I'm thinking, man, man, I can be 4 miles away from a destination, and I can't give you an exact time like that. They're going 300,000 miles, and they're going to say, well, they'll be back at 8:07. I'm thinking, well, surely to God, they're giving themselves a 15-20 minute cushion. Everybody gives that. No, no, they splashed down right at the time that they said they were going to. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. I don't get. I mean, I understand that there's people that can do all that figuring, but I still don't. My brain just don't wrap around it. I'm so glad there's people out there that are willing to. Well, I mean, they're risking their lives too, man. Like every second on that thing, I mean, they're doing 20 some thousand miles an hour. So it's not like you get to have a fender bender and everybody walks away happy. That ain't the way that works. You know what I mean? Like they're zipping through space, whatever space is. I guess we're figuring that out now. That's the part of this exploration, man, is like, we kind of got a handle on the lower orbit stuff a little bit and doing a lot with the satellites and everything, but this going that far out, they're trying to set up a base, like a moon base where that they could then travel to the moon and then be able to do whatever it is they're going to do from there to go to Mars. But I still can't help but question, well, then what? I mean, I know that's why they're going to find out why, but like, I just, I mean, it just seems like I understand the moon pretty good because it's like right there, but the other ones, man, that's just, I don't know. I mean, I'm just super glad we got people that are willing to go through and do that because that's how we find new stuff, man. It just don't in my brain. It's hard to wrap around it. But shout out to them. Shout out to our astronauts. Shout out to our, I consider that, well, they're service members now, and I guess they're part of like that what I understand anyway. So I'm just super proud of them. Super glad that they made it all the, made it. And dang, come right back at this at the that's what gets me, man. You can, like I say, I can be 4.5 miles from somewhere, and I'd have a hard time telling you that, well, I'll be there at exactly this time. Well, I might be 15 minutes early and wait for that time, but for me to just pop into the parking lot at a specific time like that, I'd be hard pressed to do that. Well, they went all the way up around the moon and back and then come back. I can't remember what time it was, but it was like they were within seconds of actually making it, and that's just unbelievable to me. So, that was really a good thing for us, man. Our country, our world, our people. We needed something where everybody could kind of rally around and not, because, like I say, man, I'm not one of them that's like super into what's going on in space. I'm glad that we're doing it and I'm glad that we're exploring it, but I am into the curiosity and the want to do that. And I love that there's people out there that have enough intestinal fortitude to want to go where other people ain't went and not really know if they're going to come back. I mean, it's like probably the most dangerous thing that I guess, human beings could probably do is just, ship yourself off in a rocket that goes 25,000 miles an hour and then, have to rely on it's you guys. It's just you. That's amazing to me. So I'm one of those, I support I support our people when you see people innovating and doing, even if you don't understand it. I support the want for them to be. I love that. I'm so glad that they're want that they have that drive within them. Because I don't know what they're going to find. They don't know what they're going to find, but they do. I mean, they've studied. I don't know how they're able to come up with the stuff. I don't get it. Superhumans, man. It's super smart people, a bunch of super smart people gathered up in one room. Like, you know what I mean? You put a bunch of people like me in one room, you might have a really cool, like, laugh or something really funny happen, but there's probably not going to be any real genius stuff go on. You put a group of them people in a room, well, next thing you know, there's all kinds of stuff marked on the wall and equations and the neck and you're lifting off, going somewhere. It's amazing. Mm. It's good coffee. That's what I'm drinking this evening. Nothing any stronger. It is a good stout cup of coffee, and mm, it is pretty good. Uh, yeah, I got to do something with my phone, guys. I am full up. I know that I know other people's had to have that trouble. I like filming on my phone though. I've got other stuff to work with, but I like using my phone. What can I say? And my phone, it's an iPhone 11. Shout out to it. It's done good, man. I mean, and it still works and everything. But I have either got to go through and do some major surgery and like clean up a bunch of stuff and like free me up some storage, or I'm gonna have to just get me something else, something a little bit, maybe a little bit more upgraded, maybe. But I like it. I do like it, man. I like my little phone. I don't really care about the numbers as far as it's 11, 14. I don't care what it is. It just works good for me, and I like it. But might have to get me one because my storage is giving me issues. Been giving me issues for a couple months, but I don't know. It just seems like it's just not doing as good as it once did, you know. But it's getting old. Hey, I can't read your name, but I see you, man. I see what's happening. Let's see what did Brother Clint say. Hey, there's Miss Patty. Shout out to Miss Patty. Oh, I'm just gonna give you a quick view, but this will be in the mail tomorrow. Uh, I ain't gonna show you everything else that's in it, but this will be in the mail tomorrow. Shout out to Miss Patty, my one of my members here, her and Brother Clint, and just been super supportive of me, and I just wanted to do something for them, and they were able to, if they wanted to leave me somewhere to ship it, then that's what I did. And anyway, that is for Miss Patty specifically, though. My sister made her a little something, but done a little something, and then there's a couple other little things. So I know it's took me forever, but I added a couple things. I wanted to send you one of them because they're cool. Once you get it, you'll see it's cool. It's handmade. My sister did it. Uh, and then there's other stuff. So anyway, shout out to Miss Patty. Good to see you here. Thank you very much for everything. Um, let's see, pioneer vision and showing what humanity can do. Yeah, yeah, man. It is impressive, Clint. It is. Save your videos to Google Drive, not to your device, and yes, do some major surgery. That's what I figured is well, now see you talk that to me now and I understand. But back when I was, getting going, man, you just wind up with so much, the video, like you said with the videos, the Google Drive thing, like I know what you're talking about. That's what I need to that's definitely I definitely need to go that route. Um but I'm also thinking too that by the summertime, I'd like to go ahead and just upgrade just a little bit. I don't care if it's a uh, brand or new. I don't care. Just anything that's maybe a little bit more upgraded with a better camera on it or whatever. Same Minotaur. Yeah, yeah, man. Well, actually, you know what? Jimena's the one that taught me how to do that to email, like like to be able to send be able to send it by email or like that. She walked me through it one time, and then it took me, I didn't, now I understand what's going on. But yeah, man, that was one issue I've been having, and I've been kind of dealing with it, man. But it is starting to get aggravating because you'll be trying to do something and it'll like it'll just stop. Like, it don't even give me a warning, and I've went through and cleared a bunch of crap off, and it's still doing that to me, and I get frustrated with it. I ain't even gonna lie. That kinda stuff frustrates me to no end, man. I mean, it's like like, man, all I wanna do is make a 8-minute video. Can I just have 8 minutes worth? That's all I want. Can I get 8 minutes worth, and I'll deal with it. I did try a couple different times I was gonna do it, and it just would film for, like, it's full. I'm gonna have to do some that's a lazy part on my own, though, like, and that's also trying to save everything, trying to think that well, I don't wanna erase that, or I don't wanna get rid of you know? But that's just the way it is for me. But I have, now that I use this computer a lot though, so I am able to store a lot of stuff now on a computer that I wasn't able to, at one time just because didn't really know how to do that. But I'll be honest, man, like I've got a GoPro, and I I could start using it, but there's times, man, where things, as I do vlogs a lot, like I like to talk about certain things. And sometimes on the fly, like 99.9% of the videos that's on my channel, I can honestly say was hit the record button and go for it. Just because I had something I wanted to talk about. It was not a scripted moment. It wasn't like that. And it was on a whim. Like something would cross my mind and just hit record. And it seems like for me that I take that opportunity away when I'm trying, like, I can't keep up with no more crap. Guys, I got so much stuff in my pockets when I leave out of here, man. It'd be you got a lighter, you got a vape, you got a little pack of the on. You got your keys, you got your pocket knife, and then you might have some random change that's down in. It's like the last thing I need is another camera to try to pack around with me, and it just seems to take, it now if I'm planning to do something, that's different. If I'm, like, looking out in the going then, yeah, there's a service for it, but for, like, my good vibes videos and stuff like that, man, like, it'll just those kind of things will just, like, "Ah, man, I feel good. I wanna, put something, and say something about something or just send a shout out to everybody or talk to everybody for a second or whatever. Do a brain dump, as I call it, and I don't know. I don't carry the GoPro around with me all the time, but I do usually have my phone, so when those moments come up, I just turn the phone on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, man, that's a good song too. Yeah. That's a good song. Yeah, she is smart with that stuff, man. And shout out to our community, man. I mean, you know, there's been so many people, including Jimena and others and Big Jack. That's just been willing and Clint. Been willing to help and brother Tommy. Shout out to him, man. Always been willing to help and answer questions, man. Hi DK, what's up, man? I see you. I see you. Appreciate you stopping in. My name is Guy. This is Creating Change. Always good vibes. I'm gonna bring y'all up play another little song here. This is by my beautiful Aunt Chris. It's not her song. It's a cover song. But this is my Aunt Chris, man, singing this song. I never can remember the name, but shout out to everybody here. Appreciate y'all being here. My name is Guy. This is Creating Change. This is my Aunt Chris singing y'all a song. Be back here in just a minute.
Counts the stars, one and all, knows how much sand is on the shore. He sees every sparrow that falls. He made the mountains and the seas. He's in control of everything, of all creation, great and small. And he knows my name. Every step that I take, every move that I make, every tear that I've cried, he knows my name. When I am overwhelmed by the pain and can't see the light of day, I know I'll be just fine, 'cause he knows my name. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I can't tell you what's in store, 'cause I don't know what the future holds. And no, I don't have all the answers to the questions of life, but I know in whom I have believed. He knows my name. Every step that I take, every move that I make, every tear that I've cried, he knows my name. When I am overwhelmed by the pain, I can't see the light of day, I know I'll be just fine, 'cause he knows my name. He knew who I was when he carried my cross. He knew that I would fail him, so he took the loss. tear that I have cried.
Yeah. Shout out to Aunt Chris. Yeah. Shout out to Aunt Chris, man. I can't help but, no matter what, I don't think that memory could ever be taken away from me. You know what I mean? Like that memory of her singing as a youngster and her and my Uncle Kenny. But her for me, I was around her a lot and it was just something she done because she loved it, man. It wasn't nothing like wasn't because nobody's getting paid or anything like that. It was her payment was the blessing of just I guess being able to do it, but also doing it just because she loved it and still does. So shout out to you, and Chris. Appreciate you doing that for us and sending it over. Hey, brother Clint, sister Patty. I don't know. I tried a little experiment this evening. Last week we had one of our record weeks, brother Clint. Shout out to I listened back and there was a couple times that there was like 240 people, 100 and some, all the whole time. So I took and did everything exactly the same just to see what happened. Now we got like 2. So shout out to everybody. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I'm thinking about, the people that listen back and people that might hear it in the future. I don't really care about, those types of things, but we are all on a journey here. And as creators, I think for me, the best thing I can do is share with people what works, what doesn't work. I have no idea why that we wound up with that many people in our live stream. I'm super stoked about it. I was proud of it. But at the same time, in my brain, it kind of, it was like, well, I really don't know why. So, for me, the experiment this week was, okay, well, I'm just going to wash, rinse, repeat. I'll do it again, see what happens. Well, you can see, not many people. Oh, and that's fine. But it may, just trying to learn, trying to discern, what the trying to discern how you go about, you know, titling and putting, I don't think tags is even that important. I think it's about titling and name recognition. Not necessarily name recognition, but I think me and Clint and others have talked about it many times. Consistency. Now I'm on here once a week with the live stream right now. Um, you know, but I just trying to figure it out in front of everybody. Just happens to be in front of people, but just thought I'd throw that out there that, shout out to everybody that wherever y'all came from, I appreciate you being here, had a good time with it. But also trying to figure out how it is that you can keep that momentum and keep that going and understanding what you did, what even happened, how that even came about. So from you know just had to try it this week. I had to, everything. I pretty much copy and pasted it, title, tags, all that, right on over, same exact thing, and the same exact thumbnail. Which I don't know if that's, but I like the little channel thumbnail. I don't mind it. That's cool. Um, now on the replays, it'll be some random thumbnail that they pull up out of the video. But I don't know, guys. Just keep trying, right? Keep going, having fun, doing what you want to do. I think that's the most important thing. And my whole goal in starting this little journey was just to be able to share good vibes with everybody, come at people with a good spirit. I've often felt like that, like, and I'm not trying to take it in too much of a turn here, but like trying, some of the best preachers that could spread the word never really had to say anything. It wasn't about the words that they said; it was about their actions and just their life. You could look at it and see that. man, and they didn't have to. It for me, it was always, just listening to people be able to tell stories and blend it together and be able to teach you a little something or look at things a little differently. Um, you know, that just But anyway, that's what I tried on this live stream. Just see what happened. Why not? I don't care. It's all a journey. It's a win every time you try something. Every time that you do something, you learn a little bit more. And I'm having a good time anyway. I would have got on here and talked to Miss Patty and Brother Clint and everybody and IDK and everybody else. I would have done that anyway. So either which way, I'm winning. And I just did want to push up our astronauts and the people that send them there. All the people behind it, man. I was listening. I ain't gonna lie. I did follow it quite a bit. Doesn't make me knowing anything, but it just means that I got kind of strung out on it. I liked it. Even though I really don't understand exactly what all we're trying to do there, but I don't need to understand that. There's a lot of things I don't need to understand. Just let people do it. This is one I don't understand. Why in the hell have like for example, okay, if we are energy independent and we got all this oil and all this other stuff, and it's like more than ever that we've ever had, then why isn't my gas prices lower than they've ever been? I'm just wondering. You know what I mean? Like I know about the whole thing over. I'm not even going into that. I know about all the stuff over there, but I'm talking even before any of that. Like if you know what I mean? Like why isn't that getting any? Why in the world isn't that any cheaper? What's up, Model Lori? I see you checking in. I see you. Blessings. I appreciate that. Blessings to you, my friend. I appreciate you stopping in. Uh, but anyway, I can't help but think like, if we got all of it, all that, then why isn't our gas prices going way, 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 way down? But I couldn't help but get strung out on watching them astronauts do their thing. And I know all you're doing is looking at them in a capsule flying or whatever, but it just, man, I like my nerves get racked when I'm driving on the Beltway. So like I know that I'd be a nervous wreck up there knowing like, man, I mean, why are we putting these helmets on? What do I win if a meteor happens to be in my way or some alien stuff hit me at 25,000 miles an hour? But I'm that guy. I wouldn't be able to get it off my brain. Like, man, we're going 25,000 miles an hour. To ask me to do anything to accomplish anything. No, that's why I'm not an astronaut. That's why I don't get a jump. I don't get one of them jumpsuits, and I don't get one of the things. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. But I was kind of really, and I was super glad too once you got to hear from the astronauts. Once you got to hear from them, I was like, man, fine, finally some inspiration that, man, I don't see how anybody in the world can be down on what they're doing. And you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. I'll never not be amazed by what we're able to accomplish, even though I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I have no idea what the heck we're gonna do, like other than just look at some stuff and then try to get home. I don't really know, but why do I need to know? Like my life is not gonna change much at the moment, whether I knew or didn't know. I feel that way about a lot of things. Not that I don't think information is good, but I think you can have information overload. And I think there's some things that for myself as a person that, if I'm not careful, I'll get going. I get out. I get, really, really in my head over some things. So I kind of try to prioritize what I really dwell on, because if I know, no matter if I can bring it into my brain that, man, no matter how much I dwell on it, nothing changes in my life. Then there's a lot of things I just don't care. I hate to be that way. I care about my wife, care about my kids, care about my family. I care about my fellow human beings. Uh, but as far as like some of the stuff that the technical things, and y'all know what I'm talking about, the things that, man, I can't do not. All I can do is speak up about things that maybe give a voice if possible. But as far as me actually physically doing anything, I can't. So I just don't let it. I try not to let it weigh me down. And it's not that I don't. Like, I guess my thing is like I don't let the things that I listen to. That's the difference between, I guess, my news consumption and some folks that, that I think that's why we can't talk about things anymore, is because everything is ingested as personal. And it's just not true. It's just not true. Everything is consumed from a personal standpoint. You think because you're able to receive the information that somehow the more personal you let it affect you, or a group of people allow it to affect them, that somehow that's going to create something other than chaos. And that's just it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I mean, I don't know what the line is, because I'm a firm believer in free speech. I believe that, other than making threats to people and things and things like that, I think the best free speech that you've ever heard is the speech that you don't like. And I believe that. And I don't allow myself to be personally offended or affected by, the way somebody views one particular subject or not, or the other. You know, I mean, it'd be like me saying my wife's no fun to hang out with because she don't like to shoot pool. Because I like to shoot pool, but because she don't like to shoot pool, I don't want to be married to her. I've been married to her coming on 18 years. It never affected our relationship. If I want to go shoot pool, I'll go shoot pool. If she wants to go with me, she'll go with me. If not, then she goes do something else. But my point is, it's like we allow. I say we because I mean I'm guilty of it. I'm a human being, but I try to force myself to not be personally taken by it. I like by information. I try to look at all of it from as many angles as I possibly can, and then I do, because I enjoy knowing the information. But I accept that there's certain things I can't do. I can't do a thing about. Most things I can't do a thing about. I ain't rich. I got a little piece of property and a family, and beyond that, my means are limited. So, other than being a voice on here, if that ever was to be able to affect change, I would be the first one to speak. Um, but I'd be the first one to allow others to as well. Um, even if you don't like what they're saying. But I just feel like that's been something that, as much as I love having the information for everybody to have, I think that it negatively affects a lot of folks, that they would just be better off just not even knowing about some things. Like, it's not going to help you or hurt you to not know, or, whatever. So, you know, I try to carry it that way I do like to consume my news. I like to watch and know about things that's going on and be kind of, because I enjoy it. It's not because I think everybody has to. I mean, and it's not all I want to talk about. Um, but I just like knowing what's going on. I just enjoy having that perspective to be able to speak on. And with any type of aspirations in the future or whatever of maybe throwing yourself into the arena, then the more information that the better off you are. And it's finally, in the past 8 or 10 years dawned on me it's not about degrees, it's about the degree of information that you're willing to learn because it's out there. If you want to learn it, if you want to know about it, and that goes for just about anything you want to know, good or bad. And I've really tried to pour myself into taking advantage of that opportunity, being able to really enjoy having that information on standby like that. I just enjoy it. Uh, anyway, I get veering off, guys. Welcome to Creating Change. I appreciate you, Model Lori. I thank you. Thank you for being here, Brother Clint, Gen X in the house, Miss Patty in the house. I seen a couple of DK. I see you. Shout out to everybody, man. Got 3 people in the house. I thought I'd share that with you, though, Clint. I did. I pretty much copy and pasted everything from last week as far as title and description and everything, and done it the same exact way. Just see what happened. I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do, with like, you know, a different the same title but a different group of tags, but I thought, well, I want to try exactly the same thing just to see. I mean, it's a win either which way. I know that was probably, now I realize that was probably not such a great idea because I don't think it even ever got pushed out at all. Which is, fine. It got pushed out to the people I wanted to see, which is you guys. Um Whoever's here, right? So it doesn't matter like that. I just like the experiment. It's an experience. It was an experiment just to see what happens. Well, it wasn't a win as far as numbers go like that. It didn't do the same exact thing, but it's a win as far as knowing that, okay, better do a little different next time. Hey, he said, Gen X, I love the little guy icon. I thought at first it was broccoli. Yeah, man. I'm glad you guys like them things because I when I was doing them, I was thinking like there was a time not too long ago that y'all wasn't gonna be getting on, that wasn't gonna happen. Like, and I was just like so proud of myself as I was doing like a little kid. I was like, oh yeah, I like that. You know what I mean? Like, I done something, but it's a broccoli and guy. Well, man, it doesn't do it. Like, I can't see my own, like on here, I can see my little on my phone, but I can't see it on the StreamYard side, which is kind of, I don't understand why they're technologically advanced enough to be able to stream you to 2 different spots, to be able to have all this other stuff where you can have media, but we can't have you know, an emoji come up. Yeah, it might be a clacker. Soon, you already knew that was going to be part of your little, so I don't feel like I'm giving, you already knew that, but the surprises for you, Miss Patty, was the little different because everybody ain't going to be getting exactly that. That was specifically, I just thought that you would enjoy that. My sister, she does a really good job with them. I did not do the little basket for you. My sister did, and the other thing. Uh, but you got other stuff, and it's kind of like a little Easter basket, but it's not Easter. You know what I mean? It's just a little bag. But I will have it in so be expecting it. Just know that tomorrow it will be at my post office and headed towards you, and then you can count. I don't, shouldn't take that. I don't know how long it'll take, but you know, it'll be there. It'll be there. I know I'm slow, but I wanted to. Uh, I kind of thought of the the things that my sister does, I kind of thought of them late, and I wanted you to I just wanted to be able to get I don't know. I just wanted I thought that you would, and I thought for some reason that you might would like it, so that's why I did it. But uh brother Clint, he's got I already made a promise. And he probably thinks I already forgot about it, but uh he's got he's got the one of my cups. I already promised him that he gets one of the cups for his collection just for the heck of it. One of the OG cups. Obviously through the fourth wall thing, you can get other cups, but that's one of the OGs. Actually, one that my aunt Chris sent me. So, yeah, but that's for Miss Patty because, like I say, the ones that you see, Miss Patty and Brother Clint, they've been here for a couple years now. So I wanted to give you a special gift, Miss Patty. So once again, tomorrow it'll be in the mail and headed towards you. And however many days because I'm gonna have them put it in something. I'll probably like take some saran wrap or whatever and put it around it just so that kind of everything stays in place. And then I'll have the post office put it in a little, I don't know, it'll probably be some stupid big old box that's like, why in the but I'm gonna try to get them to get me a little, just a box just big enough to put it in. So anyway, it will be in the mail tomorrow. That's my word. I promise you it'll be in there. Hey man, there's Brother Dapper. Hey, how you doing this morning? Well, let's see. It is morning for you. It's evening for me. Good morning to you, my brother. Good morning to you. Yeah, I got a little bit behind just because I had that because I was trying to think of something that was, not going to be, just regular, that was a little bit above what I would, just normal. So um, my sister does a good job. I know I keep saying that, but she does. I don't tell her enough. You know how it is, brother and sister. You know what I mean? You don't get. I mean, I'm proud of her and everything. You don't go overboard with it, but I am super proud of her, and she does a really good job. And she's a loving soul. So you know that every little stitch, every little thing was done out of love. Don't even know you, but she knows you through the chat and all that kind of stuff. But you know what I mean. Everything she does is genuinely just out of love, and she loves to do puzzles. I've tried to tell her she needs to start her channel and just like film herself. She does puzzles like I can't even put a puzzle together, guys. My brain doesn't work that way unless I'm allowed to use a pocket knife. I just pu- it- y- I hate them. Okay, I'd rather stack BBs than to do puzzles. Oh, but she loves doing that kind of stuff and those little handmade things like that. Oh, stuff that you gotta be wanting and drawing stuff. Oh, there was a time in my life that I was okay at drawing things. Um, but it's a forced love. I do love drawing in my own little way, but it's a forced love. Only if I can't do something else. Only if I'm like in jail or in prison, then I might start drawing again. So I probably won't be drawing no more because I ain't going back no more. But hey, shout out to Brother Dapper, man. I appreciate you being here. Uh Saturday morning shows, singing and just comedy and fun. So if you guys are up on Saturday morning fixing breakfast or whatever it is, then go check out Wawalin right here. I'll put him up here. Brother Dapper from the Philippines, but super cool and just he's just part of the crew, man. He's just one of the dudes. Does a really cool show, has other artists and stuff that are just super talented. So actually he honored me with the opportunity to come on and hang out with him one time. So that was really cool. So yeah, man. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, well, I can guarantee you this, brother Dapper. You do a good job and you work hard. I know that you work hard. Um, and I appreciate I appreciate the effort. I know that I've done just enough of this now. This past since I've been on here, I've got over 600 hours of on screen time, not restreaming, not me on screen. And I just know that you put a lot of work into doing your stuff and getting everything set up and keeping things going and just you do a good job, man. You do a good job. And I personally have I even told brother Sean back a long time ago uh that in my mind's eye you were kind of doing what I could envision on in my own style, my own way, kind of doing. Because it's fun, but yet at the same time, there's the conversation might whatever you decide, and then just keeping up with all that stuff. I just know that it's work, man. I mean, I know it's fun. I know you have a good time with it, but I also know that to have that good time and bring it to everybody in the way that you do it, um, you do good. I turned you on my big screen for the first time the other day. Hey, man, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that, brother Dave. You didn't have to do that. But I put you on my big screen this past Saturday. I wasn't able to be texting a whole lot. Because it was pretty. There was stuff going on. But I just wanted to see your graphics on my I was like, man, yeah, man. It looks good. That was the first time I'd ever put it big enough that I could see, it was always on my phone. I didn't know. Yeah, hey, I tell you what, I am I see a couple extra coffee here. Yeah. Man, I love my coffee, bro. I'm my mom and dad was always coffee drinkers, and now I'm drinking a cup of coffee at 9 o'clock at night, or 10 o'clock at night, and it doesn't affect me in a bad way, like to not be able to sleep or anything. It doesn't do me that way. But I'm a coffee drinker, man. But I also have a small addiction to sodas, and I love them. Now I love Mountain Dew, but I really like Pepsi too. So shout out to Pepsi. We can work something out where I mean I got plenty of room. You could park a pallet and we could just call it even. But I love sodas, and I know that they're the worst thing in the world as far as to put in your face. I get it. I get it. But I quit drinking. I quit smoking. I quit I quit all the things but I just I need that one thing. I need something because I'm a rebel in my heart. And I gotta have something. I gotta have something. And this is me rebelling. And I'm gonna drink a Pepsi if I want one. I got Mountain Dew in there. No, that's why I'm drinking Pepsi right now is because I've run out of Mountain Dew, but that's my fault. I got Sprite in there too, but that reminds me of stomach virus. And what's up? Coca-Cola. I don't know. Ever since I seen what they do to clean with the things that it cleans, I ain't gonna say I don't drink it because I like it. It's good, but I drink Pepsi first. I figure it's better for you. Mm. But anyway, that's just me being ignorant. But I do love my sodas. I know they're bad for you, but I don't have diabetes. I'm not overweight. Uh, and it's not all that I drink. You know what I mean? I don't drink a super duper amount. I'm not a heavy I know a lot of people drink 6, 8, 10 of them a day. I don't do that. I don't do that. I can't do that. Uh, I think that's my second one. I think that's my second one today. I think because I've had coffee today and water. I did have a glass of water every morning when I get up. when I'm in there doing my coffee, I pretty much use the same cup. I just rinse it out and reuse it. Because nobody else drinks coffee. My wife stopped drinking coffee, and I'll drink me a cupful of water. We have great well water. It's awesome. It's really really great water. Um, Not drink me a cup of water. Try to. I try to. Some mornings I can't, but I try to every morning. And people, I don't think people take. I personally feel the difference in my body. I can feel. I like the way it makes me feel. As far as like if you're gonna, it just it. I can tell a difference I can just tell a difference when I drink my cup of water in the morning. Now I do get hungry quicker, and I know that seems weird. It'll fill me up like for that moment, but then it ain't but about an hour or so. I'm wanting to eat my eggs because we got chickens getting a bunch of eggs now. I got 11 eggs today. No, yeah, I got 11 eggs today. We're averaging about 7 and 9 eggs every day. And I try to have eggs, as often as I can, even though I love them. You can only love things so much, and then you got to kind of step back away from them. But uh, I try to have a couple, every day in some sort of way. We have breakfast for dinner. We had, like fried potatoes and onions and fried eggs the other night for dinner and bacon. I don't eat bacon. It's the flavor's good, but I don't eat it. I don't mess with it a whole lot. That or sausage. That's just a personal thing for me. It's not no kind of religious thing or anything like that as to why I don't. I just don't. Uh, if you want to get down on some bacon and ham or whatever, that's cool. Now I do like my fried ham, and I like fried spam. I had spam last week. Man, that was good eating. God Almighty, that was good. I love fried spam and eggs, man. But you know, you try to eat them, but we sell them, but not to make money. We're like selling $5 for 18 eggs. That's a pretty good deal for fresh eggs. You know what I mean? We got two that lay blue eggs. They're blue, like a really blue colored hue to them. They're beautiful eggs and they're good eating too. But my chicken, I've been wanting to. I've kind of looked into it and can't. I mean, I know it happens, but it's the first time that my old rooster that we got. I think he's got a little bit of gang bird in him because he's been a butthole ever since we brought him here. But I had to take him out of the pen because he was the one Gloria. I let her out of the pen because she hadn't been off the roost, and the dogs wound up playing too rough with her and got her. They did not kill her to just be killing her. They were way too rough with her, and I should have done better. I should have put her up, but I thought she'd be fine out here in the yard. But them a rough housing and rolling her and everything, I should have put her up. But anyway, that rooster, he just wants to hurt the hens. He pecks the back of their head and like will pluck their back of their neck. And I don't, I mean, I thought that they would do that with like other roosters, but he does it with the hens, man. He'll pin them down too. And he's big. He's big. He's big. He's big. Oh, so I don't know. I just put him out. I did. He don't go in the pen no more. He can just either become a wild chicken or he can just live in the yard. I don't care. He just hangs out here now. Long as he ain't trying to flog me, then I don't really care. And he don't try to flog me. So, but he does have some spurs on him about 4 inches long. Uh, but yeah, I just don't know why he does that. But you know, they're doing really good though. They are laying, and I appreciate the eggs. You know what I mean? I'm one of them. I just like that kind of stuff. I don't never kill them to like eat them. I don't never do that. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just don't. My, my dad and them, they used to do it back years ago. Uh, but I don't raise the chickens to like have them for food. I use the eggs and stuff. Time to cook them and get a. I know, but oh, when those last Rhode Island, I had 10 Rhode Island Reds. They were beautiful birds, bro. I mean, they were beautiful. I raised them from little baby, little teeny fellers. I kept them inside under a heat lamp till they got big. And then, anyway, uh, man, I told y'all about my dog getting loose. Not the one we got now, the one from years ago. And he got loose and went through every one of them except one. And then that one wound up dying anyway. Uh, but we tried to cook one. And it was sad, man, because you cut her open, she had all kinds of eggs in her. They were big old beautiful Rhode Island Reds, man. And man, we cut that, we butchered it up, got the feathers and everything off of it, brought it in here to mom and Courtney. We were building mom and dad's house here beside us at the time. And mom and dad was living here with me and Courtney and Guy. And brought it in, and mommy and Courtney, they cooked it up, but man, that thing was awful. It was awful. And I think it was just because of the way that it got it, the dog scared it and whatnot. I don't know, but it was awful. It didn't ever cook upright. It was tough. Uh, Now they were free range, now I put them up at night in the pen, but like, I'd let them out during the day, and they were raised right beside that dog. And I went through every one of them, and didn't, man. And they were just getting, I had just started getting eggs, man, just started getting eggs from 'em, and dang, she got loose and killed every one of them. But we tried cooking it, Clint, and it didn't it just wasn't no good. Now, I feel like that a lot of it probably had to do with the way that it died. It didn't die proper. The dog scared it, run it all over the yard, I'm sure, and then wound up, getting her. But ever since then, man, I ain't even wanted to try it no more because it was a waste. Uh Now my dad, he talks about it all the time. My grandpa would go buy 50, 100 of them at a time when over there on the farm on Johnson's Branch. And that's what they pick them out one for done. Dad said that grandpa would say, "Well, I want that one over there. We're gonna get that fryer." And then there'd be other ones that he'd say, "Let's make us a pot of dumplings. I want you to get that one." I can just hear it. I didn't never witness it, but my dad tells me about it, about grandpa picking him out a fryer or picking him out one for dumplings or whatever. I don't know. But for us, man, I just like the eggs to honestly, because I eat, a lot of eggs. That's a big part of my diet. At least a dozen a week, as far as buying them from the store, because I do eat them daily. Most of the time. Now sometimes you just don't want them. But that's my go-to meal. I love eggs, so I eat a lot of them. But man, when you're getting that many a day, you gotta sell a few of them. But we don't sell them to really make money, like you said, man. It's good for getting a little bit back for your cracked corn. Uh, and it ain't that much for a 50-pound sack. I think it was like 16 bucks or something for a 50-pound sack. And then I get them laying pellets. Uh, I think it was about 15 bucks for a 50-pound sack or 35-pound sack. And then we buy little treats like the bags of mealworms. And then I got a container in here, a trash can with a lid, and I dump it in there and I mix laying pellets with the cracked corn and then the mealworms. Uh they're spoiled. They eat. That's what they do. They eat. Yeah, we take like when I do my eggs, Clint. Then I take my shells and I put them on paper plate, and then I throw them over in the bin and just work them and stomp them up in there, let them crunch up in there. And they've got good ground out here, uh, to be able to pick and scratch and stuff like that. And then, uh, I had, got a pile of mulch out here, and they love that shit. You take a big old shovel full of it or a bucket full of it, go down there and fill you up a bucket and bring it up here and dump it over in it. Man, they will work themselves to death in there, scratching, going through, eating the little tiny bug. You can't even see the bug. You can barely see the little bug. There's a bunch of them, but you can barely see the little bugs. But man, they go to work on them and they love them. Uh, but they're spoiled, man. But what else are you supposed to do? They give you free eggs, man. Well, they're not free. You pay for the corn and stuff, but and they keep bugs down. We live in the mountains, so the more skeeters they can eat, the better. That's great with me. Um, but I enjoy having them. I enjoy having them. But in my personal opinion, if you're gonna have stuff like that on your little homestead, have stuff that like gives you stuff back. Chickens to me is like that's like if you're gonna have any type of homestead, then you should have chickens. You know, uh, and like Clint said, you got some that are meat chickens, some that are egg chicken. But even if it's just eggs, if there's two of you or three or four of you, if you're getting a couple eggs for each person, well, that's enough. That's enough protein to live on if you have to. Um, and they're just fun. They're just fun to watch. That's the other great thing. They don't hurt nothing. Now the old rooster, he's a butthole, but he don't hurt people. He just likes to get rough with his hens. I put him out. I know that's got to kill him because I've got it. It's close. He can't get to him. He can walk right beside him in the fence and everything, but he can't get over in there. I know it's got it. I know it. It sucks, but man, he was hurting them, and my egg production was going down. I think he was harassing them to death. Like I think he was just, and they weren't laying good. You might get three or four, and then you might get five or six, and then you might get two or three. And I found a couple of them, where I think he was just in there harassing them, and they didn't even lay it in the box. But ever since I took him out of there, me and Guy Anthony, we built him a new laying box, hung it up in there, and every one of them lay in that one box. You'll go in there and there'll be a god awful pile of eggs in there, but you don't have to go to nowhere else to get them. They're all right there. But yeah, he's just a butthole rooster. But I don't want. You don't have to have a rooster to have your eggs. And I don't reckon I want any little baby chickens right now. If I did have some, I wouldn't care. But I'm not really worried about that. I ain't letting none of them set right now. Might let Guy incubate, maybe a half a dozen or a dozen of them. Get some, let the old rooster back in for a little while and then swipe a couple eggs out, a few eggs just to incubate them and let them hatch out. Be pretty fun. Yeah, them mealworms, man, they go plumb nuts, bro. I swear, you would think that my chickens are starving to death. You throw them old mealworms over in there, man, and they'll go through the feed. Like they spot them. Because I mix everything in a big trash can. It's all just when you get a scooper, you get a little bit of everything. Man, they purposely go through and pluck them mealworms out. They love them stupid things. No. But, we get that's a bag of them. I think it's a pound of them. And then I just dump it in there, stir it up where they get a few each time you give them to them. You can't afford to give them nothing but mealworms. I believe they could eat that whole bag of them. But I know that there's certain things that like it does for them. It's good for them. The oyster shells, I do need to get me some oyster shells. But I do put the eggshell into the barrel when I can remember not to chunk them in the trash can. But most of the time, I try to put them on my paper plate and put them in the barrel form, and then just crunch them up down in there as I go. So they got the life, man. All I ask of them is to lay me some eggs, and they do. And we sell them for cheap, man. $5 for 18 and $3 for 12, you know, so, like, but, giving them away, you know what I'm saying? So, not really selling them. I mean, even the way we have them priced isn't really, it's obvious we're not trying to make money. It's just like, say, a couple dollars back on your feed. And the blessing of giving my mom and dad like fresh eggs. And there's other folks that people across the street here, uh, they like fresh eggs. So I like being able to give people stuff. And this weekend, man, gonna have a special little we're gonna do a live, I think probably Saturday. Because my buddy from Maryland, my childhood friend, Annie was my neighbor. He's coming in to stay with me this weekend, supposed to be here Friday. Uh, and him and his son are coming in to stay for the weekend. So we might get on here and hang out with everybody and just get on here and chill, whatever. Then I don't know what we might be getting into. He likes to shoot pool and stuff like that, so we might go find us a spot to play a game of pool. His son's 13, so it's not like he's a baby. You know what I mean? Guy's got a fishing tournament this weekend, and if I'd have known that he was coming in this weekend, we'd have made sure that he had a ticket to be able to go to the tournament, but we didn't know. And you have to have you had to buy a ticket to be able to be in it. We bought them like our neighbor across the street. It's for the loss or something. I don't know, something that they're sponsoring. But uh we got them like 3 weeks ago. So I kind of feel bad about that because I would have definitely got him one, but didn't know. So he won't be able to go do that, but he can go shoot pool, me and his dad, or go find something to do with him. I think my wife's taking the kids out Sunday to a movie, but they're leaving Sunday. So, but that's pretty exciting, man. Haven't seen him in 20 since 2003. Shout out to Mimi Bear. Appreciate you, my friend. Much love. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you. One of my regulars been coming by and saying hi to me for a long, long time and making sure they hit the like button and always give me a nice shout out. So shout out to you, Mimi Bear. Everybody just kind of hanging out, chilling this evening. No special nothing. Uh, but yeah, yeah. Looking forward to seeing him. Haven't seen him since 2003. I haven't, as far as face to face, been haven't got to see him. So it's going to be pretty cool to get to hang out with him for the weekend. His dad and my dad were best friends and worked together in Maryland uh, quite a bit, and for the same company for a long time. So, and they were our neighbors on the campground. We lived on a campground. It was 200 acres, and it was for inner city kids would come there to to be able to go fishing and be able to you know be in the woods and that kind of stuff. And my mom and dad and his mom and dad, they took care of the place and kind of overseen it, and it give us kids a wonderful spot to grow up in, especially right outside of Bel Air. Like we weren't, but just 10-15 minutes from Bel Air, but we lived in the country. We lived in the woods and out to yourself. But Yeah, gonna be pretty cool. Get to see an old friend, and you know, it's one of them cases, man. We spent so much time together, um, as as uh as children, that no matter what age we become, like I can't wait for him to get here. It'd be like having, be like having him over to stay the night when we was kids, man. We were neighbors. Like I literally slept at his house. He slept at my house. Like we was about. Hey, Miss Patty, thank you very much. Gifted a thank you. Thank you for doing that. Gonna have to get you another basket now. You're getting ahead of me. I better get the one to you. But no, I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that. And I do got some pretty cool stuff to be adding up for everybody. I'm trying to kind of pace myself and do good things. I'll This week I did have a little bit of issue with my iPhone. I do need to get me one, so it's not really a big deal. And like Clint said, there's some things I can do to clean up some space, but I think in my heart, I'm trying to talk myself into a newer phone. I'm kind of using it as an excuse, even though I know I could, but I would like to have a little better camera, a little better, I don't care if it's a brand or new, uh, but that kind of it's been limiting me for the past month and a half. It'll just cut off right in the freaking middle of, and that just burns me up, man. It just it, and I anyway, it's partly my fault, but I also just want to upgrade my phone. So I'll probably be doing that. But yeah, thank you very much, Miss Patty. I appreciate that. And I don't even know, like, they just go to random, don't they? Like I didn't realize that until we started this journey with the memberships. Like it just goes, you know, and to be honest with you, I didn't know that until I started memberships on here, and I didn't realize that they just go to where, like, you didn't get to choose. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You would think you'd get to choose if you wanted to. May not matter, but I mean, you would think you would get to choose. I don't get to choose. Like if I wanted to buy a membership and give it to somebody, you can't do that. And I didn't know that. That seems kind of weird. With all the technology and all the stuff that they can do, they can't figure out how to let you be able to offer somebody a membership, like especially as the owner of the channel, you would think for sure that you'd be able to say, well, I want to give this one a membership or that one. And maybe you can. I might just be down and on everything and just don't know how to do it, but I don't think so. I don't think so. But thank you, Miss Patty, for doing that. I do appreciate it. And hungry, let's see. Oh, I can see it on my phone. Let's see. How come I can't see that there, but I can see it? All right, so it went to the hungry mechanic. Well, shout out to the hungry mechanic. Huh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Didn't all right. That's all right. I can see it on my phone. I can't see it through the StreamYard thing. So shout out to the hungry mechanic, new member from Miss Patty. I thank you for doing that. Appreciate that. Thank you, Brother Clint. Thank you, Miss Patty, Mimi Bear, everybody. I appreciate you guys. I'm coming up on, oh man, I'm already way over. I'm at an hour and 20 minutes, guys. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Good vibes, always good vibes to all of my beautiful people. Miss Patty, your little package will be coming toward you tomorrow. So just kind of keep it in your head that somewhere along that way you'll be getting a little package, a little thank you from me and my crew, and we just appreciate it. So thank you once again. Shout out to each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you, Brother Clint. I appreciate you always, my man. Always good vibes. Mimi Bear, Miss Patty, thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, Brother Dapper, thank you, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Not necessary, but definitely appreciated, man. Yeah, Model Lori, thank you. Just shouting at everybody that I can see. Natalie, I see you. IDK, I see you. Shout out to every one of you. I'm gonna play you out. I'm gonna play out. Well, I'm gonna play out "Head Over Heels," guys. This is a little song I wrote called "Head Over Heels." Guys, I appreciate you all. Always good vibes to all my beautiful people. I'll definitely be here next Wednesday and gonna be uh starting one more day. There's gonna be one day added in, and I will let you know this week what day that's gonna be. I'm gonna start trying to do 2 days and then see how things go. But once I lock in, then I just know that I want to stay with it. So Wednesday, 9 o'clock, always good vibes for creating change. Next week, hit your bell, hit the like button for me if you haven't already. And I will be, posting, letting you know what I'm thinking about for the next day and the next time that we're gonna add in on this little journey. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all. Everybody, good vibes, my people. I've been around, I've seen some things, I've moved so fast, you'd better not blink. I've lived and loved, I've loved and lost. When I met you, I sure did fall head over heels in love with you. It's all the little things that you do. You pick me up and you stand me tall. When I met you, I sure did fall head over heels in love with you. I rush right home when my work day's done, so I can see you and my son. You pick me up and you stand me tall. When I met you, I sure did fall head over heels in love with you. It's all the little things that you do. You pick me up and you stand me tall. When I met you, I sure did fall head over heels in love with you. Head over heels in love